the Opus Dei in their teachings, basically your spirituality goes against what this religion that they follow teaches, this Masonic religion. Your spirituality goes against that, okay? Something about floods. I'm hearing the Great Flood. They tried to drown out your DNA a long time ago. It didn't work. They didn't want your DNA on this earth. You could change things. Okay, they could have had the cartel involved. Then I said a mom. I saw a mom. Okay, so maybe the cartel was involved. You could have South American blood. You could have Native American blood. You could be of the South Americas, of the Caribbean. You know, all of them are wild Native Americans. They call themselves wild Indians. I heard wife. Okay, somebody could have been someone's wife. You could have been the wife of, your mother could have been the wife of a cartel member. They could have kidnapped you. This is crazy. They couldn't have kidnapped you. All right, someone is part of the dragon order, a dragon order. These dragons could be a part of the Vatican. Someone's watching you. A detective is watching you. A detective was watching this go down with the cartel. A detective could have helped whoever this cartel member is ship you off. You have a God body. They knew that. Now they're going to have 7 years in poverty for participating and taking you away from your real family. Okay? This baby mama of this father figure could have been a dark kitchen witch doing dark entity magic, root magic under the moon. She's pissed that she lost to you when you figured out who you were. Okay? These people wanted to abduct you, or they did abduct you. You were part of these child abductions from the nurseries and the hospital and stuff. Okay, a Vietnamese practitioner could have had something to do with this. They could have been part of the Yakuza Japanese tribe. I know that sounds weird, but a Vietnamese person could have been pretending to be an agent, is what I'm hearing, to get into the Japanese Yakuza. They all had something to do with this trade. They all have something to do with propaganda as well. I'm hearing propaganda in the States to get what they want, to make these people win it with these landslide elections so they can continue doing these abductions, continue doing this dark magic, this wizardry, okay? I'm hearing, what was that? The Voldemort off of Harry Potter? Voldemort and all his followers? I cannot remember what their name was. But Voldemort and all his followers, hidden political Nazi spies, these are all these people working against, man, I told y'all somebody won in a landslide election, bro. Using propaganda from these different organizations and people so that he can be in a position so that they can continue doing what it is that they want to do over here in the States. Switching children up in nurseries, switching them around, judging people, or a judge could have also been involved. I'm here Supreme Court. Okay, this is a past life repeat. This is how they kept the earth angel energy or the star seed energy down. That's what it is. You're a star seed. They don't want you to wake up earth angels, because then they won't be able to get away with what they're doing, because when the earth angels wake up, there's different beacons of light on this earth, and a lot of things that are in the dark will come to the light. Earth demons, watchers, past life repeat. They want to keep y'all down. They want to keep the world in a cloud of darkness, okay? Something could be going on with Mount Loa in Hawaii. I know I picked that up last time. Let's see what's going on with Mount Loa. An opportunity. They're trying to figure out what to offer to get money. They have to offer up a star seed in order to get money. So they try to use these star seeds, take these children, take these mothers. The promise, like some sort of mothers. Okay, it could be like the cartels could have been kidnapping these people too as well. Taking mothers and their children away from their homes to different places. Doing this in secret so that they can do their worship. You got this goat back here. Okay, this is the Masons. Using these goat contracts, that's why everybody kept saying I'm the goat, I'm the goat, I'm the goat, because they actually have contracts attached to that sort of saying, talking about they the goat. Okay, if y'all see pauses in this video, I'm having so many distractions right now, and that's why I'm not gonna stop, because something in here is exposing something, and I gotta keep going. Okay, so if you keep seeing starts and stops and all this weird shit, I got people calling my phone. They trying to choke up people in the house you know, so to distract me, to get me off camera, to have me go help, you know, whoever it is choking. I'm hearing all kind of bangs and booms and taps and all kind of shit to distract me from doing this reading. So I'm gonna keep going, okay? I'm gonna keep on going. But they're trying to cover up these star seeds, the children of the sun, these earth angels. They don't want us to have the earth moving forward, helping Mother Earth move forward. They want us trapped. They don't want us speaking. So I'm gonna keep going. I heard what's his name, DJ Khaled, keep going, okay? The Church of England can also be involved. They could be trying to cause botulism, a difficulty breathing, death and paralysis, possibly difficulty breathing in your sleep, which would cause some sort of paralysis, okay? They could be trying to put a spirit on you to have you have sleep paralysis, and then you pass away in your sleep. It'd be hard for you to breathe, okay? They took you to the moon. They took you to this base on the moon. Someone's using cave magic, political cave magic against you, or they were using this cave magic to help this person win in the landslide in this election, and now they're trying to get this person to work and work against you, speak death on you. You have a mayor in your city that could be involved as well. I keep coming back to the cell phone and Wi-Fi weapons. They try to cause difficulty sleeping for you breathing, so make sure you put your cell phone away from you. Don't sleep by your phone, don't sleep with your phone, because they're sending radiation through your phone. They're also trying to send a old love back to you, to be a handler, to capture you. It could be someone in the music industry, or somebody in the music industry want to come in directly. Damn, they could be using people in the music industry to try to attack you. How they doing that? Maybe somebody want to come talk to you. Maybe you want to get in the music industry. Maybe they're trying to tempt you. Maybe you have a beautiful voice. Yeah, you got to keep your guard open, because they're working hard to send someone who wants to be a part of the music industry toward you. Maybe this old love wanted to be a part of the music industry. What's going on? They want to kind of make him a sacrifice, the goat. Most of those goats in that goat contract is actually GOATU contract. But that's why most of the people hollering about they the goat. That's why they had that whole basketball commercial about the goat this and goat that. They've all signed that contract. They all celebrate under that contract, and they may be trying to send you a message to get you to try to sign it, or send someone to come in and bring you some sort of news to get you to sign it, promise you some money, okay, so that they can get you under their spell like they did the rest of them for some of y'all. So if you're trying to get into the music business, or you just out here living your life, if you did get an offer like that, be careful, okay? Yeah, you had an achievement, successfully ending a cycle with this ex, because he was planning something against you. Yeah, he was working hard to become a damn King of Pentacles, get in this relationship with you so that he can bag this contract over here and be in the music industry, and now he's being rejected and he mad, so that's why he want to come and attack you too. He watching you. He was looking forward to getting a hold of you so that he can use you and try to get some sort of contract off of you, but you receiving justice, you got clarity, you got truth, and these devil energies are upset about it because they wanted to split up your creativity, okay, your running waters, all right? There's a Queen of Wands in secret who sees that you are this earth angel energy, this starseed energy, and they mad about it because they were trying to betray you right along with this masculine. So you had a Queen of Wands that was trying to send this King of Pentacles in to come so that he can get this contract, they can get rid of you, and he can, and she could be the baddest bitch, is what I heard, okay? And both of them surprised that their empire is falling because they couldn't come in and attack you, they couldn't trick you, they couldn't trap you, okay? They couldn't sell you off to these people. Intimidation, using intimidation to stalk you. I heard Stockholm syndrome. They wanted to like force you to be in freak offs and stuff, okay? They might have been trying to use pest control in your food and poison you. Somebody could be using or somebody could be a Muslim, and they could be going through they could be going through some sort of penance, is what I'm heard, by the judge jinn. They could be using jinn or try to use jinn to come towards you, and now they're being judged by Shemarish, I think, y'all. Shemarish the jinn, the judge jinn, okay? Jupiter, you could have some attachment to Jupiter. You could be a Sagittarius energy. I think Sagittarius has a lot to do with Jupiter. You could be a Sagittarian energy. These people are being judged, okay? Yeah, it said justice, and the Shamhurish jinn despises the unjust. So these people could be dealing with judgment right now, Okay, the occult claves could have had something to do with it. The Society of Cross Keys, which is these hotels, they could have had something to do with it. Okay, I did say freak offs, hotels. These people wanted to poison you over time. Okay, some earthquakes are going to come from this. When I look at that earthquake, I'm thinking about that volcano, that mountain. Somebody could be using Thor, tactical high power operational responder against you, trying to shut down your Wi-Fi and stuff to intimidate you. The earthquake in the Bohemian Grove could be going on right now because they haven't been given enough sacrifices. Some entity stays in the Bohemian Grove where they do rituals in the Bohemian Grove to this entity, and it feeds off of yoni power so it can manifest. These people can manifest. What's that? A crashed spaceship. What else? They know you got, your ex know that you got money coming, which is going to give you stability. These people want to block your stability because they want something to hold over your head. They want to make you, basically they want to make you hungry so that when they give you this offer, you have no choice but to take it, but you're manifesting your own. Okay, and now that's why they're trying to get rid of you, because you can teach other people how to manifest their own. They don't need to take these offers from the devil no more. Okay, these people could be using the Book of the Dead, could be using the Necronomicon. All right, these people do necromancy. Okay, somebody's trying to do some weather manipulation. We might see a lot of people saying that the tropics are starting to heat up and hurricanes are starting again. They're trying to do some sort of satanic sacrifice. If you're melanated, they could have had the Ku Klux Klan coming after you, and now these people will not be receiving their government funding. I'm hearing, okay, they're going to have 10 years in poverty for coming for you. They can't stop that, okay? These Illuminati, these people who wanted you to sign this contract or wanted to give a contract to one of your exes for trapping you. These Illuminatis, the Illuminate ones, they're going to have 5 years in poverty with no government funding. A lot of these clans and groups are governmentally funded, non-profit organizations, okay? I did see air demons earlier, and I did speak about with Dogman that werewolf energy. Somebody around you has that werewolf curse. The Rougarou curse is what they call it in Louisiana. Okay, basically it is a curse. Someone did some dark magic, and the spirit attached to them to where they have these dog-like features, but they also have human features as well, and they hunt humans. Hunting party. Somebody wanted your ex might have this Rougarou curse, and he was supposed to hunt you down. Okay, they could be using, like I said, this air demons, these harpies, to try to abduct you and torture you. Whoever's using harpies is a part of the Council of Europe. A church cult did it, so I did say the Church of England could have had something to do with this. Okay, we got some Zeta Tau Alpha women's sorority. These harpies, they're a part of the Zeta Tau Alpha, and these harpies may actually be these nurses that are switching children up in the nursery, or were switching children up in the nursery in the 80s and 90s is what I'm hearing. Okay, Theta Beta Kappa fraternity for men, trying to do this satanic sacrifice against you. They're a part of this church cult. Oh, didn't I say the Rougarou, a Creole practitioner? Somebody went to New Orleans and got turned into a Rougarou. I see results. They were watching this person. They wanted this person to hunt you down. It was a hunting party between the Rougarou and you. You may be from Louisiana. They may have dropped you off from South America to Louisiana for some of y'all. I know a lot of y'all, you know, this is going to resonate across the board for different people, different situations. But follow me. I'm here. Follow me. I'm here. Say no say. Somebody could be Jamaican. Say no say. Y'all know me, okay? Yeah, somebody was using gin. I'm telling you, they were part of this breeding program. A Muslim practitioner using gin, and now they're facing the music. All right, somebody was using that Louisiana voodoo, that island witchcraft. Didn't I say Jamaica? So somebody could have been using Jamaican obeah. Okay, this church cult practices sodomy to take power, and they're vampires. Vampiric energies. They need blood to live forever. They could have been using fat green men, the perverts, envy, jealousy, the alien, the grays. Okay, I heard the grays have this greenish grayish color, and they like to stay in the woods, and they're short. And then I did see crashed spacecraft. So maybe if there was a plane that crashed, or you may hear planes flying over your house real loud, that is these UFOs. Yeah, that's these people in these UFOs trying to do tests on you. I did say alien breeding program took you to the moon. These Greys run that program. Okay, they have government funding for that as well. They actually have a contract with the government that they made with President Eisenhower a long time ago, that they could abduct certain humans, or abduct certain star seeds, okay, earth angels. They could abduct you, and as long as they did their experiments and dropped you off and did spells to make you forget so that you didn't remember, then that would be following the contract rules. Somebody could have been trying to abduct you and crash the spacecraft on the way to you because God said no. A Celtic practitioner had something to do with this as well. I did speak on this Church of England having something to do with it, and the Council of Europe. So there's a Celtic practitioner who had something to do with this. Also, they could have had a Wendigo. Okay, so they could have been doing a curse and a ritual. And they could have tried to send like a Wendigo after you. I know a while back, maybe last week, I had a dream of fighting Wendigos. It was crazy work. Nothing but Wendigos. They could be sending these energies towards you in your sleep. Oh my gosh. And then I had another dream where it was a bunch of different spiritual animals fighting, like spiritual creatures fighting, right? And I was like in some sort of house, and I was running this house, and I was helping with the fight. And we had one wave of us fighting these Wendigos. And then after the Wendigos went down, we were supposed to get the vampires. And then the vampires, it was like different waves, like armies with different waves. You know, they got the first wave, the second wave of how they attack. That's what was going on in my dreams, y'all. Let's see what else going on. Money is coming, and they sending everything plus the kitchen sink at your ass, okay? A prime minister could have had something to do with this. All right? I told you, a landslide victory, a win in some sort of election. If it wasn't in the States, it was also in other places as well, other countries. Okay, something could be going on in Mount Bear, Alaska. Let's see if I can find it. I did see it and I stopped at it. Mount Bear, Alaska, they wanted me to move past that. Could have something to do with some sort of pedophilia. And also have to do with some triads, okay? All of this stuff is allegedly. Stay off my line. But one thing I do remember is they say they never come for you. What they say? They don't come for you about lies. They come for you about the truth. So this is allegedly. Okay, pedophilia. You had this father figure. Okay, a very nasty individual, supposed to be a father, pretending to be a king of cups, and he was a king of wands in reverse. He could have violated you as a child. It's not your real father. But it's still dead ass wrong. Okay? Second time on the bell tower and time travel. Security at the bell tower with time travel. They have high security over there. They could be trying to do time travel. When I saw Judge, I did tell you Supreme Court aliens. Okay? They could be using active denial system weapons, the pain beam. It sends intolerable heating sensations that make you hot out of nowhere, like burning up hot. Some of y'all may think that it is menopause. It's not. Okay? Subversion, the state of being overthrown after an attempt to undermine a government or political system or person. Yeah, like I said, everything in this reading is allegedly. Okay? Alright, we could have had the Heritage Foundation, could be had something to do with it. Some sort of security. Your real father is here. I did hear Seno said, so maybe your real father could be Jamaican. He's speaking on it. You don't know me. He could be speaking up for you, your bloodline. You could have a grandfather spirit that could be speaking up for you against the pussy was, okay? A volcano. We did talk about the volcano in Mount Loa. Maybe they could be doing sacrifices over there because y'all know after all them fires in California, even before then, all these directors, that's why we don't have a lot of movies anymore. They're not making too many movies as much as they used to with all these directors and shit, because they done took their ass over there to Hawaii to stay there when they was buying up all that land in Hawaii when Hawaii was on fire. They're over there doing rituals, okay? They could want to push you over in the damn, they could want to sacrifice you to the volcano to satisfy whatever spirit it is. I told you, nursery trade, nursery trafficking, okay? They took you from where you really were from, okay? A Haitian practitioner could have something to do with this, trying to work against your values, your beauty, your love, your prosperity, your victory. Okay, this Haitian practitioner gonna have 3 years bad luck for even getting involved. They could be wanting to use your DNA in Mormon science to make clones. All right, if you don't know anything about the Mormons and their scientific explorations, look up Mormon DNA research, look up the pyramids, the mummies, the portals that they use. They are all around these places in America, okay, which in ancient times in America was Egypt. They're using Egyptology teachings and all of that to continue this DNA research, to continue this DNA cloning. Okay, I got racist caregiver, grandparents. Okay, your grandparents could have had a caregiver that was racist. What's that called when they take your estate? You could have an estate. Somebody could be like, they took this estate from your grandparents and they could be trying to use it in probate court against you, so that they can take your land, take your money, take your stuff, an estate. Your estate could be trying to sue you, going to court trying to sue you, and you don't know nothing about it. Okay, we have Al-Abihad, the white jinn. Okay, this is gonna protect you. This jinn protects healers. They heal the sick. They guide those who are lost. Okay, so you have a jinn protecting you. Find your familiar. You may be like wanting to get a pet, or you may be feeling like you need a pet. Esoteric abuse. They're trying to get rid of these books to teach, or trying to hide these books. They don't want us reading period point blank no more. They just want us to take things for face value. That's why they got this AI and all of that shit like that. But the earth is fighting back against all of this. They could be trying to use the worship gene control over people. Okay, Ku Klux Klan, racist, caregiver, grandparents. They could have put your grandparents in some sort of racist ass nursing home. Okay, what is it called? What they did to Wendy Williams? They might have did what they did to your grandparents like they doing Wendy Williams. Okay, you got your estate, but who is the person? Is the person that's over Wendy Williams' estate, is that her caregiver is supposed to be? How does it go with it? I cannot think of what the name is that they call that lady. Okay, but that's kind of that's who fighting you over your property right now. Okay, they could be using direct energy weapons against you to cause physical damage, or try to cause physical damage to you, trying to neutralize or defeat you by turning electromagnetic waves into chemical electrical energy, okay, or turning that into radiation to make your skin burn and get blisters. Okay, they also want to try to affect your nervous system. They want you to bust a blood vessel. Somebody could be doing some scrying spells. They want you to forget your dreams. They're upset that you're not forgetting your dreams. You're remembering your dreams. Y'all start writing them dreams down. Y'all gonna have a lot of dreams about. I heard flight school. I had dreams about flying on airplanes and jets. I stepped up out the jet like I was in what is that movie? Because the song, I used to have a science teacher that used to play that song every time he had a test. Flying to the danger zone. Okay. Oh, dog. It had Tom Cruise in it, y'all. I can't think of what it is right now, but it's that movie with Tom Cruise and flying them jets and shit. Okay, you could be having dreams of that. All right, somebody's hosting dungeon parties. Maybe they wanted to have you at some underground dungeon parties. It may have something to do with the angelic church. Once again, allegedly, they're trying to bring back a reincarnated king with this Mormon DNA science. They're trying to prepare for war with civilians. They want to bring back Ra. They're jealous of your heritage. They're jealous of what you know. They want to bring back Ra. They want to bring back Satan. Okay, the Hellfire Club can have something to do with this as well. Somebody's trying to do arsenic poisoning on you. Somebody from the Hellfire Club with a Viking bloodline. Flying to the danger zone. Okay, what is that movie, y'all? Dang. Okay, this popped out. The second order, the order of the second circle could have the army involved in this situation as well. They're stealing artifacts from museums to do magic to work on you. Working at this church built over the UFO technology, which is the Vatican. Okay, didn't I say something about dragons in the Vatican? Allegedly, they have a dragon cult. Okay, these people wear dragons on their heads. They got dragons all on the walls and everywhere in the Vatican and shit. They're doing scientific work there. They're trying to bring back Satan. Okay, I talked about that like when they opened the fifth seal. I talked about it in my last reading. They opened the fifth seal, and they did it on December 24th, 2024. The Pope opened the fifth seal. If you watch the video, it was all over TikTok and everything. You could see that the beings that were opening the doors didn't have no face, no ears, no nose, no eyes. These are alien beings. It was a group, a room of a group of different aliens from different planets, okay, that are trying to raise this reincarnated, well, they're trying to reincarnate this king energy, which is Ra, which is Satan, Samaja, Zeus, okay, wherever corner of the earth you from. And I just heard an Aztec name, I can't pronounce it. And then I got border control. I just heard a Native American practitioner, Aztec, and border patrol. They're also trying to raise, I can't think of his name, and if I can find his name, because I can't pronounce it right, but they're trying to raise, that's another name for Satan, okay? They're trying to raise this energy. And like I said, when they open the fifth seal, they have this throne that seats some big entity. It's a big ass seat on this throne, and the door right in front of this throne, it has a dragon on it with bees coming out of the mouth. Beelzebub is what I'm hearing. Bees coming out of the mouth, a swarm of bugs coming out of the mouth of this dragon on this door. And that's the pathway right above the tomb, the U tomb, the letter U, that tomb, but that's actually the tomb of Satan, Lucifer, okay? They trying to bring back the damn devil, period. And I saw portals. They're trying to use portals to bring back the devil. They could be using electromagnetic radiation to open up these portals. Somebody could be doing some shit in Mount Lincoln, Colorado. Back with the air demons and the fucking Rougarou. I ain't gotta lie to you, bro. They want war. They want war for financial gain, commerce and communication. They want war. These fallen angels. They have alien bases with a lot of political involvement around this earth. They could have put a tracker under your skin as a child, or put trackers under y'all skin when y'all went and got that damn shot. Something's going on in Mount Hunter, Alaska, with glaciers and caves. The green men, okay, a lot of these gray aliens, the tall grays is what I'm hearing, could have some sort of security or be security in Mount Hunter, Alaska. We got the Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity for men involved in this. They could be using sex videos. Somebody could be involved in that fraternity and they could be having sex videos of you. Your name is ringing bells in jail because a lot of these people are getting locked up in jail. These people are very prideful. They were trying to weaponize the Holy Grail and open up the gates of hell. Pluto, the underworld, Hades, Committee of 300 with Hades. Okay, the Olympians of British politics, commerce, banking, media, and military. Come on, somebody. These people paid a voodoo priestess, a dark witch and warlock, a Celtic dark witch and warlock, and a voodoo priestess to work against you. All right, these people are part of a vampire cult. They try to say that you're mentally ill and you have Cape Grass syndrome. You believe family or friends have been replaced or switched out by clones, and they have. Someone's a West African practitioner working against you. They're going to receive bad luck. Okay, all of these political people use these different practitioners hidden out in these rural areas to try to do work against you. And these people are jealous of your education. They want to put spiritual energies, earth angels, and star beings in these death camps with FEMA prophets. That's why they're trying to say FEMA can't do nothing for y'all, allegedly. Okay, putting out these chemtrails for the botulism to stop your breathing. Allegedly. Shit. All right, yeah. And you feel like you got Cape Grass syndrome. I did say if you smell sulfur or eggs and shit around your home, or somebody, I'm just gonna say this, somebody may have a strong, like, acidic scent. Is it acidic scent? It's like a strong ass, it's like nail polish and vinegar, nail polish remover and vinegar mixed together type of strong ass smell. They have been replaced by a shapeshifter, a draconian reptilian that's watching you. They could also be watching you with drones. Somebody, this West African practitioner, was burning a Dume candle on you. Okay, this person may have a Hebrew bloodline. Somebody was fire magic, causing fires. All right, we got these black ops stealing these artifacts for witchcraft, bringing it to these practitioners to see if they can do this work. And the things that they're using are things from your DNA bloodline. Okay, extraterrestrial technology, certain artifacts and shit like that. and your energy or people like you, these certain bloodlines are the only energies that can access these weapons to get them to work. Okay, so that's why they want to use you to see if they can get these weapons to work, to start this war. And then they can exterminate everybody with a flood or with a fire. I heard it won't be water but fire this time. And that's a church song. Okay, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, you better get ready. And I don't know the other words. Don't let the rain go shine, it won't be water but fire this time. Okay, and I went to that church and they was teaching that song and they loved to sing that song, and all them bastards was Masons. So let's talk about it. Trying to exterminate the world with fire, not water this time. Trying to blow everything up, fire, nuclear bombs. Come on, somebody. Allegedly. Shit. All right, the Claremont Institute can have something to do with this. Allegedly. They're your civilian gang stalkers. All right. A Santeto could be practicing Santeria on you. Somebody could be using satellite phones. They want to reverse the year of Jubilee. Okay, and when they opened up that fifth seal, they were saying that they were restarting the year of Jubilee, trying to reverse the actual year of Jubilee, because they don't want to give motherfuckers what they owe them. They don't want to give land back. They don't want to accept their defeat. So now they're being forced to accept so, because every 50 years every 50th year in a full year of Jubilee, they are supposed to return and release the slaves and return their property. Okay, they don't want to do that. They want to be greedy, so that's why they all going down. Anything else? I ain't gonna go too far into this. It won't be water but fire this time. All right, you may have an ex, a father figure, or this ex and that father figure was a part of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. That's why they attacked you the way they did. They could have been working with a lawyer from the priority of Zion. All these people getting 10 years in bad luck. Didn't I say something about these movie directors and taking their asses over there to Hawaii? Well, Hawaii is not considered a place that's actually on Earth. Okay? It's not considered a place that's on Earth. If you don't know nothing about it, I want you to look up the ice walls. Then you'll see the flat Earth theory. You'll know the truth. Okay? They want to start biological warfare. Or they're starting biological warfare because of a porn ring. They run here having sex and spreading these STDs. I told y'all, what was that music industry plant? 98.9% of them people got herpes. Passing around some sort of sexually transmitted demon to energy harvest. They're upset about this angelic justice. Okay, a pastor or a priest could also be upset about this shit. They could be a part of it. They could be a part of the Sigma Gamma Rho sorority for men, and the Alpha Psi Alpha fraternity for men. Okay, yeah, they envious of you. They don't like you. Pedophilia, family violated you. Navy could have been involved. They could have had people from the Navy. All right, all these college sororities are involved in this shit, or college sororities period are involved in this shit. The Lota Phi Theta. Okay, we have Al Muhib, the Gilder Jinn. Okay, made of gold and flame and rides a chariot across the sky. Ra. Huntington's disease. Somebody's gonna have Huntington's disease. Somebody, prime minister, priest, or president has Huntington's disease. I also heard a clone as well, allegedly. Something can be going on in Mount Whitney, California. I heard something can erupt in Mount Whitney, California. Aztec or Mayan bloodline. I feel like with the Aztec and Mayan bloodline, if you really look up Khalifa, the well, I don't want to say Amazonian women, but the big women from the past, from California, before they moved California closer. That's why I said Hawaii ain't even a part of that shit either. They put boats all around California and pulled and pushed California over here to connect to the United States. Okay, and they conquered that land. The conquistadors conquered that land, and when they first came on that land from Europe, from Spain, they ran into Khalifa and all of her women, and they were very large warrior women. Okay, and they kind of conquered the land, married Khalifa off. Which brings me back to the Valkyries and how you have your armor until a man can trick you with some sort of love spells or some love bullshit and get you to put your armor down and hide your armor, okay? Then make you his wife, have children with you, and then keep the history from the children so they can't tap into that energy, okay? You may be from that bloodline. Anything I'm talking about, y'all can damn sure go look it up, okay? nerve chemical warfare, poisoning over time. I told you they're trying to mess with your nervous system with all these little weapons, shooting them from afar. That's alien technology. Okay, heavy on the Jupiter. Growth and expansion. They don't want you to have it. That's that alien technology. You know, when them aliens came down here to Earth was pretty much like the Avatar movie. Okay? Oh, I'm hearing somebody hiding behind the Avatar. And girl, you're an avatar. And you wear it well. You're just an avatar. Okay, so you might have a lot of people stalking you online behind fake avatars, behind fake profiles. Some Rosicrucian people watching you, studying you behind fake profiles. Also the Order of Caronia. Okay, you may have a homosexual individual who's attacking you with his cult members. Okay, a following. I always do readings on some sort of transsexual energy and their tarot reading and a following. Okay, or there may be a blogger that reads tarot. Okay, either way, these people are trying to attack you, trying to take your spirit babies, dream babies, spirit babies. This homosexual cult. You're just an avatar. Okay, but the world was just like on the movie The Avatars, and all of these mountains that you see that are very flat on top, those were big trees. They were all trees, and the aliens came down here, those extraterrestrials, the custodians, and the Anunnaki, they came down and they cut down all them trees. Okay, they used the giants, they used the Nephilim to cut down them trees. And that kind of disconnected us a little bit from spirit. That's why you're always getting told to bury your feet, connect to the earth. You are a part of this earth. I can't pronounce it, but I told you something from Mexico, from South America as well. Popocatépetl. I don't know, in Mexico. Look at that word. Okay, the volcano there. They want to sacrifice you. A Jack and Jill organization trying to cause strife and discord. These crooks have federal friends. Didn't I tell you could be Jamaican or have Jamaican blood, be from South America or whatever? They made you a part of the Caribbean trafficking ring. Okay? Alright, and we got somebody working in the Appalachian coal mines, the power grids, trying to control the power grids. A tornado could be touching down there soon, close to there soon. You have these Kappa turtle-like humanoids. Okay, they are going to have 7 years of bad luck for trying to sodomize. Okay, the reason they do sodomize, you can look up Kappa aliens. They have pictures of them and all. They've been inside anime. They're all on history and, you know, in Japan on their walls and all that. They like to take your power from your anus. Just look it up. Just look it up, okay? It's a thing. Cannibals, okay? You got cannibal spirits out here. Heavy on the crashed spacecraft and find your familiar, find a pet of yours. Somebody want to start martial law. These high-rank demons want to start martial law so they can start running in people's homes. Cyclone Jinn, and I just said tornado. Okay, Zauba, the Cyclone Jinn, rides the whirlwinds and thunder, weather manipulation. Okay, somebody could be trying to do weather manipulation. This Muslim practitioner trying to help with DNA harvesting to get prosperity. They call on Maimum, the prosperous jinn. Ea and Baba could be working with your baby daddy against you. Your sisters are snakes. Okay, somebody could be a part of the Order of the Solar Temple, a reincarnated pirate, and this person is trying to attack you. The whole cult will be punished. They like to say the Order of the Solar Temple, those people don't exist no more. Yes, they do. Okay, you know these folks don't never go nowhere. They do just like they do with any other non-profit organization. They just renamed the business. They filed bankruptcy and renamed the business, okay? They will be having 7 years bad luck. Because the sins of the father and mother will not be blotted out. Their children will suffer from this. Okay, and the Order of the Solar Temple, you can look it up, is a mix of early Christianity, UFO religion, and New Age philosophy. Okay, see how they're trying to make me mess up my words? And New Age philosophy. And it's a Freemason ritual. Your baby daddy did it. A reincarnated pirate who's used to stealing from you. This hitman, this male, wanted to traffic you. Okay, he's a part of a trafficking ring, human trafficking. Alright, there's a Puerto Rican practitioner who possibly could have tried to conjure up the kuka. Alright. And it originated from a dragon, a reptilian that originated from a dragon that eats children. And they have a lot of occult knowledge. They were trying to send zombies and intranquil spirits after you because they hated you. Something's going on again with Mount Etna in Italy. And the Black Pope. And the Vatican. Allegedly. Alright, a principal keep popping up. Maybe a principal at one of these Catholic schools has something to do with it. Very greedy. Alright, you have a stalker. That's a woman. The principal could be a stalker at one of these schools. That's very greedy. She has a lot of rats. They have some little like rat infestation in their trash. The prophet and pariah, okay, coming after you. You can stay close to the East Coast. They could be trying to traffic you off the East Coast, allegedly. You could be suffering from Havana syndrome, sometimes hearing loss, memory loss, nausea, and it's caused by all these sonic weapons I just said, okay? Because they got the Natural Guard involved and they doing psychic energy tests on you, and that's why they're watching you. Every time I try to stop, they made me keep going. Okay, non-profit cults. Okay, like I said, their leaders of these non-profit cults are obsessed with you and your connection to the Most High. They some haters, and I know they sitting around and they watching this right now. It's all good. Didn't I say reincarnated Pharaoh trying to get Ra up out of here? Didn't I say using these sonic weapons? Okay, you got a news anchor who can be involved in this. Neptune, they want to tap into your spirituality, your dreams, your healing, your intuition. They keep trying to block you from having these dreams. It's never, I'm hearing no more. These people are monitoring spirits and they keep trying to send shit at you to block you from your dreams. You got a hitman, that's a woman. She could be at a base in Mount Elbert. She could be a part of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Somebody's trying to start that hurricane. That Muslim practitioner doing this, damn. Didn't they have that weather manipulating machine over there in Dubai or somewhere close to there? All right, y'all. I'm gonna go and let this go now. We can get into some more of this later. You know I like to space it out when we do readings like this, but I encourage you to do research on the things that I'm talking about, okay? I know these readings will not soar to great heights with the numbers, but that's not the point. This will make it to those who it needs to make it to. Parts of this reading will resonate. If not all the pieces of this reading will resonate. I do research on this because I have a connection to all of this stuff, okay? I have dreams about all of this stuff. This stuff be coming through to me because I know that I was used in I was used and abused by a lot of these non-profit organizations. That's how I know they're watching what I'm saying. So what they don't want me to do is awaken the earth angels as this starseed energy that I am. They don't want me awaken the earth angels. That's what the fuck's I'm gonna do, okay? So always look for readings like this. Go back in my conspiracy, my conspiracy playlist and stuff like that. Bear with me if the reading kind of choppy, if it keeps starting and stopping, because there's a lot of disturbances. But just know that these people in random businesses around you, random buildings around you, stalking you just like they stalked me. So we might as well go on and put their business out, okay? Didn't I say unbaptized children of Eve? Okay, the domination of children. They had you in some sort of children trafficking ring. You have the abduction scars to prove it. They are not all stretch marks. Okay, the vehement courts and these people have voted on you to be taken out, and it's not happening. Period. Okay, the dead that they tried to conjure to come and get you is now fighting against them. They're lazy. They don't want to do the work. They just want your power. Somebody's a political escort who's a part of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. She don't like you. She has some alien hideout watching you, trying to get them to use cyanide poison on you. All right, y'all. I keep saying I'm going to stop and share Eastern Star. Alright, y'all. This is it. This is all. We'll call out some more of these bastards in the next reading. Allegedly. Okay, so meet me there.